Alright Saints, here we go back with another video today. Just call this boy Butter because he is on a roll. We knocking out today's Smith Squad Bible reading. That is Revelation chapter 11, 12, and 13. So we just wrapped up the seventh seal, which are the trumpet judgments 1 through 6. Now in chapter 11, the seventh trumpet is mentioned. And the word says, when the seventh angel begins to sound his voice, the mystery of God is complete, and time should be no more. So Revelation 11:15, when the seventh trumpet sounded, there was a vision of heaven, and the kingdoms of this world have now become the kingdom of Christ. It's showing him coming and taking back over the earth. And he shall reign forever and ever. But first, at the beginning of chapter 11, it describes the two witnesses. Now, I am of the opinion that this is Moses and Elijah based off of what these two guys can do. They can shut up heaven so it doesn't rain. They can touch the water so it turns to blood. And they can send down plagues from heaven anytime they'd like. They're going to be so destructive on this wicked world that when they finally do die and lay in the street for 3.5 days, the people of earth say, do not bury them, just leave them out there on the ground for all to see, and they actually celebrate the death of these two. Then everybody freaks out 3.5 days later when God resurrects them and says, come up hither, mentioned 3 times in the Bible, by the way, and calls them back up to heaven. But notice in verse 3 the timeline for these two witnesses. They are going to be able to prophesy for 1,260 days. A score is 20, so 3 score is 60. So they're going to prophesy for 1,260 days. Now verse 2 says that the Gentiles are going to tread down the holy city for 42 months. 42 times 30 is 1,260 days. Now Revelation 12 describes a great wonder in heaven. The woman is clothed with the sun, and she's got the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Now in September of 2017, this actually occurred in the sky. There's a bunch of YouTube videos on that if you just search Revelation 12 sign. Now the woman is Israel because later in the chapter it says that she brought forth a son who would rule all nations, which obviously is Jesus. And after the son was called back up to the throne, meaning after his earthly ministry, in verse 14 when it says, she will be nourished for a time, a times, and a half a time. That's 3.5 years. And finally, we have in Revelation 13 the rise of the Antichrist, where he's going to deceive people into taking the mark of the beast, and he's going to have power for 42 months. The point I'm trying to get across here is that this 3.5 years is the most documented period of time in the Bible. God really wants us to know what's going on and what's going to happen so we can miss it. And the only way to do so is through Christ. Now check out verse 6. So get saved. I'll see you tomorrow.